Here's the truth that 99% of cat owners don't know. Your cat can tell when your love isn't real. She reads your tone, your timing, even your silence. But if you do these few simple things every day, your cat will feel something powerful. Pure love, the kind only cats truly understand. Number 1. The food ritual your cat thinks about all day. Do you just dump food in your cat's bowl and walk away? You're missing the most powerful bonding opportunity of the entire day. In feral cat colonies, researchers discovered something fascinating. Cats who are most loved and trusted get to eat first, and other cats sit nearby as protection. When you fill your cat's bowl and stay nearby for the first 2 minutes, you're not just a food dispenser. You're recreating that wild colony dynamic. You're telling your cat, I'm protecting you while you're vulnerable, I'm family. Cats are most vulnerable when eating because they're distracted. By staying present, you're their guardian. Try this tonight. Fill their bowl, then sit on the floor about 6 feet away. Watch how they glance at you between bites. But here's where most cat owners make a critical mistake that actually pushes their cat away, and it involves the one body part you think shows affection. The touch zone. Most owners get dangerously wrong. Here's something that'll shock you. Your cat has love zones and danger zones on their body, and most owners are petting the danger zones thinking they're showing affection. A study by the University of Lincoln analyzed over 3,000 cat interactions and found something disturbing. Petting a cat's belly or back legs increases their stress by 60% even if they roll over. That belly exposure? It's trust, not an invitation. The real love zones are their cheeks, chin, and the base of their ears. These areas have concentrated scent glands, and when you scratch there, you're helping them mark their territory while giving pleasure. Focus 80% of your petting on the head and neck area. Watch how your cat pushes into your hand versus pulling away from belly rubs. Now, there's something your cat does every single day that most people think means rejection, but it's actually the ultimate compliment, the sitting position, that screams, I love you. Your cat walks into the room, looks at you, then sits down with their back facing you. Most owners feel rejected, but you just received the highest compliment in cat language. When a cat turns their back to you, they're saying, I trust you so completely that I don't need to watch you. In the wild, cats only turn their backs on family members they trust with their life. It's vulnerability as love language. Here's how to honor this. Don't immediately reach out to pet them. Just acknowledge their presence verbally with a soft, hey buddy, and let them be. This reinforces that they made the right choice in trusting you. Over time, cats who feel this trust will sit with their backs to you more often, especially in your presence. But wait until you see what happens when your cat approaches you with their tail doing something incredible. 99% of owners completely ignore this pure love signal. The tail language everyone misreads. A cat approaches you with their tail straight up, quivering slightly at the tip. Most people ignore this. Huge mistake. That quivering tail is the equivalent of a human running toward someone with open arms. It's pure excitement and love. Researchers found this is the same tail position kittens use when approaching their mother. Your cat is literally treating you like their parent. When you see this, get down to their level immediately. Crouch or sit, extend one finger at their nose level, and let them bump it with their head. This small acknowledgement creates a dopamine rush in your cat's brain. They learn that their love signals get recognized and reciprocated. Cats who receive this response become more expressive and affectionate over time because they know you speak their language. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Scientists just discovered a simple eye technique that actually rewires your cat's brain chemistry in seconds. The slow blink secret that scientists just discovered. A study from the University of Sussex just shattered everything we thought we knew about cat communication. When you slow blink at your cat, something remarkable happens in their brain. It triggers the same neural response as a mother cat comforting her kittens. But here's what the study revealed that changes everything. Timing is critical. Close your eyes for exactly 2-3 seconds, not faster, not slower. Make eye contact, slowly close your eyes while counting 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, then open them softly. Most cats will slow, blink back immediately, or walk toward you. The researchers found that cats who receive slow blinks show 30% less stress hormones. Your cat's entire nervous system relaxes because you just said, "You are completely safe with me." But there's one place in your home where your cat reveals their deepest feelings about you every single night, and what you do next either strengthens or destroys this bond. The bedroom secret that doubles your bond. Where does your cat sleep at night? Because this reveals everything about your relationship, and there's a way to supercharge this bond. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. When they choose to sleep during your human sleep schedule, they're literally changing their natural rhythm to match yours. That's sacrifice. That's love. But here's the key. Never disturb them when they're sleeping near you, even if they're on your favorite pillow or taking up your entire bed. Each time you let them sleep undisturbed, you're depositing trust into your relationship bank. Cats remember every time you respected their rest. Many cats will gradually move closer to their owners over months, from the bedroom floor to the foot of the bed to eventually right next to your head. Now here's something shocking. The way you play with your cat might be destroying weeks of trust building, and you don't even realize it. The play style that builds unbreakable trust. Most owners play with their cats wrong, and it's destroying trust without them knowing. Here's what I mean. Using your hands as toys teaches cats that human skin is prey. But there's a play style that builds trust instead. Use wand toys and keep your hands consistently gentle and slow around your cat. Never make sudden grabbing motions, even playfully. Here's why this matters. Cats have incredible memories for negative experiences. One scary hand movement can set back weeks of trust building. The magic happens when you make your hands predictable and safe. Only use them for gentle pets and feeding. Use toys for everything else. Cats who learn that hands equal safety become much more comfortable with handling, making vet visits easier and deepening your daily interactions. Watch how cats with safe hand training will actually reach out to touch you first. But what if I told you there's a sound technique that makes cats literally obsessed with you, and it's something they invented just for humans? The voice technique that makes cats obsessed. Scientists discovered something mind-blowing about how cats perceive human voices. Cats don't naturally meow at each other, only at humans. They invented a language specifically for us. But here's the secret. When you respond to their meows with your own vocalizations, you're validating their communication attempts. Try this experiment. When your cat meows, respond with a gentle, similar-pitched sound. Not exact mimicry, but acknowledgement. Wait for their response. Many cats will engage in back-and-forth exchanges lasting several minutes. Some develop unique sounds they use only with specific humans. Researchers found that cats form stronger attachments to owners who consistently vocally respond. Your cat is literally trying to have conversations, and when you talk back, their brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. The more you engage, the more they'll talk to you. And speaking of bonding hormones, there's something your cat does to you that most people find weird, but it's actually the highest honor in cat society. The grooming secret cats do to their favorite humans. Has your cat ever licked your hand, arm, or even your face? Most people think it's weird or just tolerate it. But you're receiving the highest honor in cat society. When cats groom each other, it's called allo-grooming, and it only happens between cats who are family. Your cat isn't tasting you or being weird. They're trying to clean you because they consider you part of their family group. Here's the powerful part. When you let them lick you without pulling away, you're accepting their family bond. But here's how to reciprocate properly. After they groom you, Gently pet them on their head or cheek in slow, deliberate strokes, mimicking a tongue's motion. You're grooming them back. Cats who regularly exchange grooming with their owners show significantly lower stress levels and higher attachment behaviors. Now, this next secret is something your cat does to your belongings that reveals an obsessive level of love. And there's a way you can complete this ritual. The scent exchange. Most owners never think about. Your cat rubs their face on your phone, your laptop, your clothes. You think it's cute. But something profound is happening that reveals obsessive love. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, and when they rub objects you touch frequently, they're creating a colony scent. They're mixing their smell with yours to create a family signature. Here's what makes this powerful. You can reciprocate. When your cat rubs their face on something, immediately touch that same spot, then gently touch your cat's cheek. You're completing the scent circle. Research shows cats who engage in mutual scent marking with their owners display 40% more affiliative behaviors. They're not just marking territory, they're saying, "We belong together." Try this daily with objects your cat frequently rubs. Watch how they start seeking out these scent exchange moments with you intentionally. But here's where it gets really interesting. There's a treat-giving technique that literally rewires your cat's brain to trust you more deeply. The treat timing that builds psychological bonds. Everyone gives their cat treats, but almost nobody understands the psychological timing that creates unbreakable bonds. Random treats mean nothing to cats, but treats given during specific emotional moments create neural pathways of trust. Here's the technique veterinary neuroscientists recommend. Give treats immediately after your cat shows vulnerability. When they slow blink at you, treat. When they expose their belly, treat. When they approach you nervously after hiding, treat. You're not rewarding tricks, you're rewarding emotional openness. Within 2 weeks, cats learn that being vulnerable with you leads to positive outcomes. This technique is so powerful that shelter cats who undergo this training get adopted 60% faster because they become noticeably more affectionate and trusting. Your cat's brain literally rewires to associate emotional openness with safety and reward. Now, there's something your cat does at the window that most owners think is boredom, but it's actually them trying to share their world with you. The window sitting ritual that screams devotion. Does your cat sit in the window watching outside, then look back at you repeatedly? Most owners think their cat is just bored. Wrong. Your cat is trying to share experiences with you. In multi-cat households, researchers observed that bonded cats will sit together watching the same thing, occasionally making eye contact. When your cat looks from the window back to you, they're asking, "Are you seeing this too?" Here's how to see. Honor this. Acknowledge each glance with a verbal response or head nod. You're validating their attempt to include you in their experience. Cats who receive this acknowledgement will increase this behavior because they've learned you're a willing participant in their world. Try sitting near your cat during their window time occasionally. Don't interact, just observe together. This parallel observation creates bonding similar to humans watching movies together. But wait, there's one body part on your cat that's revealing their exact feelings about you right now, and it's more accurate than anything else. The whisker position that reveals everything. Your cat's whiskers are doing something right now that tells you their exact feelings about you, and it's more accurate than any other body language signal. Forward-pointing whiskers mean your cat is curious, engaged, and happy in your presence. Flattened back whiskers signal fear or aggression. But here's what changes everything. Neutral, relaxed whiskers pointing slightly forward mean your cat is completely comfortable and content. When you enter a room, watch your cat's whiskers. If they move forward when they see you, that's love. If they flatten, you've accidentally done something that made them uncomfortable. Here's the secret. You can influence whisker position. Approach slowly, speak softly, and crouch to their level. Watch their whiskers move forward as they relax. Cats whose owners consistently create forward whisker moments become significantly more social and affectionate because they associate your presence with positive emotional states. And here's something most people completely miss. When your cat does this with their tail, they're claiming you as their bonded partner. The tail wrap that signals ultimate trust. When your cat wraps their tail around your leg, arm, or even another pet, something powerful is happening that most people completely overlook. Tail wrapping is how cats create physical connection and claim their family members. In cat colonies, bonded pairs will wrap tails around each other while sitting or sleeping. When your cat does this to you, they're saying, "You're my bonded partner." But here's the secret technique that deepens this. Gently hold their tail wrap for a few seconds before releasing. You're accepting their bond claim. Never pull away quickly or ignore it. Cats who have their tail wraps acknowledged will increase this behavior and often develop it into a greeting ritual. Some cats will run to their owners and immediately tail wrap as a hello. This is one of the purest expressions of cat love because tails are sensitive and vulnerable. Now here's something fascinating. The exact distance your cat follows you reveals how attached they really are, and this distance changes over time. The following distance that measures attachment. Has your cat ever followed you from room to room but stays about 10 feet back? This distance is not random. It's your cat's attachment measurement. Behaviorists discovered that confident, securely attached cats maintain a comfort distance where they can see you but aren't demanding attention. It's the cat equivalent of a secure human relationship where partners don't need constant physical contact but want to be near each other. Here's what makes this powerful. The distance decreases over time with highly bonded pairs. Start at 10 feet, eventually become 5 feet, then right beside you. Track this distance over weeks. When you notice your cat getting closer, you're witnessing real-time bond strengthening. Never force this by calling them closer. Let it happen organically. Cats who are allowed to choose their proximity distance become more confident and affectionate because they feel respected and safe. But here's the #1 way to tell your cat you love them. And it will completely surprise you because it involves doing absolutely nothing. The ultimate love language that creates obsessive bonds. The #1 way to tell your cat you love them will surprise you because it's about doing nothing. It's called parallel presence, and it's the most powerful bonding tool that exists. Here's what researchers discovered. Cats bond strongest during quiet, calm coexistence. Not petting, not playing, just being in the same space. When you sit reading, working, or relaxing without demanding interaction, your cat's stress levels drop to almost zero. They enter a meditative state where deep bonding occurs. This is how cats bond in colonies, through peaceful coexistence. The magic happens when your cat realizes they don't need to perform or do anything to earn your love. They have it by simply existing. Start spending 20 minutes daily just being near your cat without initiating contact. Let them come to you on their terms. Cats who experience consistent parallel presence become noticeably more affectionate, seek their owners out more, and show separation anxiety when their human leaves. You're teaching them that love isn't transactional, it's unconditional. Now, this next technique will transform every single interaction with your cat starting today. It's a head position that triggers instant affection. The chin tilt secret that triggers instant affection. Here's something that will transform every interaction with your cat starting today. When your cat approaches you, tilt your chin down slightly and present the top of your head toward them. This posture is exactly what submissive cats do to dominant cats they trust and respect. But here's the twist that makes this brilliant. You're not showing weakness, you're showing voluntary vulnerability, which is the foundation of all deep relationships. Researchers studying cat colonies found that cats who exchange this head-lowering gesture form the strongest, most enduring bonds. When you lower your head slightly, your cat often responds by head bumping you or rubbing their cheek on your face. You've just spoken fluent cat diplomacy. Try this during every greeting. Within days, your cat will start initiating this ritual, sometimes running to you specifically for this exchange. It becomes your secret handshake, a private language only you two share. But what about when your cat scratches your furniture? Most owners' reaction destroys trust instantly. Here's what you should do instead. The furniture scratching response that builds respect. Your cat just scratched your couch right in front of you. Your first instinct is to yell or spray them with water. But here's what feline behaviorists want you to know, that scratching is communication, not destruction. When cats scratch in your presence, especially on your furniture, they're doing two things simultaneously: maintaining their claws and making a visual territorial display that says, "I live here, I'm confident here." Punishing this destroys trust instantly. Instead, here's the brilliant approach. Immediately redirect to a scratching post placed right next to the furniture they just scratched. When they use it, give massive praise and a treat. You're not saying don't scratch, you're saying scratch here instead and I'll celebrate you. Cats whose scratching is redirected rather than punished show 70% less stress-related behaviors and become significantly more affectionate because they learn you understand their needs rather than punish their instincts. And here's something incredible. The way your cat sleeps near you reveals their trust level, but there's a mirroring technique that multiplies your bond. The sleeping position mirror that deepens connection. Watch how your cat sleeps when they're near you. Are they curled in a tight ball or stretched out completely? This reveals their trust level, but here's the secret that multiplies bonding. Mirror their sleeping position when you rest near them. If they're stretched out, you stretch out. If they're curled up, you curl up slightly. This postural mimicry is something mother cats do with their kittens, and bonded cats do with each other. Your cat's subconscious registers this synchronization and interprets it as same family, same safety level. Researchers studying human-cat co-sleeping found that cats who sleep with owners who naturally match their positions wake up less during the night and show higher oxytocin levels in morning saliva tests. You're creating physical harmony that translates to emotional bonding. Try this tonight during any rest period, even just sitting on the couch. Match their body openness level and watch how they relax deeper. And finally, here's the mind-blowing truth about your cat's name. They know it, but there's one vocal trick that makes them come running every single time. The name-calling tone that makes cats come running. Here's something that will blow your mind about how cats process their names. A Japanese study tested 78 cats and discovered they can distinguish their name from other similar-sounding words. But here's the critical part. They only respond consistently when the tone carries specific emotional frequencies. Cats don't respond to the word itself as much as the emotional signature in your voice. When you say your cat's name with a rising inflection at the end, like you're asking a gentle question, it triggers their social response system. But when you say it flat or with falling inflection, they often ignore it completely because it sounds like a command or warning. Here's the technique. Say your cat's name with a smile in your voice, rising tone at the end, and slightly higher pitch than your normal speaking voice. This mimics the chirping sound mother cats use to call kittens. Test this today versus your normal calling voice. Cats trained with this positive tone name association will literally come running from other rooms, something cats rarely do unless food is involved. So here's the beautiful truth. Your cat has been loving you all along, just in ways you didn't recognize. Start with even one of these techniques today. Watch how your cat responds when you finally speak their language fluently. They've been waiting for this moment. Which technique will you try first? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more secrets to understanding your cat's hidden behaviors, subscribe now because we're just getting started. Your cat is ready to fall even more in love with you.